Hi, and welcome to the Puckle Podcast. I'm the host, Trainer Thatch, and we have an exciting episode for you today. We just kind of have a blast talking about Pokemon features we don't want to see in the Pokemon games, and we actually do like a cool little rapid fire part in the topic as well that is a little bit different, a little bit outside of our style. I hope you guys like it. Please let us know if you do or not. And of course, if you listen to this episode, you like it, drop us a like, leave us a comment, leave us a review, no matter where you're listening to us or watching us or what you're doing. We really appreciate it. It helps the show grow. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. Without further ado, you've heard enough from me. Puckle up for another exciting episode of the Puckle Podcast.
And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, Puckle Podcast.
It's Puckle! Puckle! It's Puckle! Puckle! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! Puckle! Puckle.
Welcome to another episode of the Puckle Podcast. I'm your host, Trainer Thatch, and I'm joined today by our wonderful co-host. We've got the one and only Seth Vilo.
It's me joining from the middle of a thunderstorm. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Weather. And we've also got the amazing Clod9.
Hello, everyone. I am back from my long hiatus in the middle of that thunderstorm that's currently terrorizing Seth.
Storm Father.
The Storm Father. Oh my God. What a deep dive. Welcome to the Puckle
It
Podcast.
carried me off to Kansas, or
Yes,
off
it
to
did.
Oz, and now I'm back.
Welcome to the Puckle Podcast. Puckle, of course, standing for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007, where we talk everything Pokemon, from the trading card game, if you can buy it, to the video game, and everything in between.
You can play it.
If you can play it.
And everything in between, if you know what it is.
Yeah, if you know what it is, you can do it. But yeah, welcome. We are the longest running Pokemon podcast, and we're still here today. Unfortunately for ourselves, and fortunately for you.
Are you kidding? I love talking this nerdy stuff. This is my therapy.
I like doing it because it's kind of like a forced friendship time.
Exactly.
Like
every
week,
week.
I don't have the Puckle Podcast.
I can
week.
talk about Pokemon stuff with people that I don't feel like I'm forcing to listen to me. It's great.
Exactly. You are though, but no,
No,
it's
they
also
clicked on the link.
no. Oh, you mean the listeners? I thought you meant me.
I mean you and the listeners, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
This week I've just played ZA.
Yeah.
Because I'm in like post game DLC. I don't know. It's weird. We were talking about this before the show, where I believe like the way that ZA and the DLC feel to me is that they're both like they're like 75% of a full Pokemon game, and they took two of them because they feel very unrelated in like terms of like the gameplay loop. Like there's some similarities in that they are a loop, but
Yeah.
in the gameplay loop, and then they just kind of like stapled them together, and I do feel that way because like if it were me, and I would really like the smallest thing they could do to like tie them together for me, and this is such like a minor thing they could have done, I think, is when you go into like the trainer only hyperspace portals, you could
Wait,
they count they
ones?
yeah
Say make money. Make money, please.
make money for one, but also just like have it count towards the ZA Royale,
Oh,
Yeah.
like in terms of the challenger ticket. Like it just
Please.
doesn't like anything. Like just give me a little bit more incentive to actually want to go in those, because I have none as of right now.
Yeah.
Every time I see them, I'm like, wow, what a waste of a hyperspace portal.
For me, it's like, do I need bottle caps? I guess not.
No, probably
skip
not.
it.
Yeah.
And here I am, like I haven't even finished the DLC. I have not been able to get my way through it. I've
It's
just
kind of a
fought
slug.
Mega Staraptor, and I was like, gosh.
Oh, you
is-
got a minute. You got a minute. Yeah.
Oh, we started very very early in, because one, I don't like having to make donuts. I don't like it. There's something about having to play the previous game, to play again, to have to play the DLC, that something doesn't sit right with me in my head. And
I did not like that the intro to the DLC felt as long as the intro to the actual game.
oh, it does.
I did not appreciate that. I said this a few weeks ago when we were like reviewing the DLC. I'm still very upset at the fact that they have you like fight some Mankey right away, but there's no way to catch them.
Yes. I threw
just like
maybe 10, 20 balls trying to catch a Mankey and couldn't catch it.
I'm like, just let me catch it. Like, why can't I catch it? How does this help the story to not let me catch the Mankey?
Yeah.
What is this aiding in the game? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That said, the Mankey did almost knock me out completely. Like, I was down to my last Pokemon. I was very shocked. I walked in. It did do a very good job of making what looked like to an experienced Pokemon player a non-threat into a very real, serious.
I will say,
like, oh my gosh.
I will say that, like, the things that this DLC did very well was that it handled the post game for like a level 100 party very well. It handled that super well.
I didn't feel like a god going in, which was kind of refreshing.
I do appreciate how they handled it in that sense. I don't know. Like, I think the Legends games, in my opinion, are where like they should be taking their risks for Pokemon games and like figuring, like, push the limits of what we might be comfortable with. And I have accepted, I don't know that the Pokemon community has, but I have personally accepted that there's going to be some misses, right? It's not going to be dead on target if they're really trying to push the limits and experiment. So I'm okay with it, and Scarlet and Violet are still like the quote unquote main games to play if you want to do competitive right now. At least for like the next 2 months, probably. But I find that very, very interesting. I mean, I'm also excited for Champions, but we'll see how that shakes out.
We'll talk about that later, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I think Pokemon Champions is like going to be the most game changing thing in the Pokemon franchise that we've seen in a while.
Agreed.
I don't know for good or for bad, though. I'll be honest. It really depends on like how willing they are to like give player agency back in Pokemon Champions, if you know what I mean. Like, if they could give us a little bit of player agency in terms of like just letting us do the battles and like set up our own rules, I think Pokemon Champions could be the best thing ever. Right.
It'd be golden.
That's all we need. I'm going to preach that until we're done.
To having something there that can reignite my fuel for competitive Pokemon outside of the TCG right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am excited at the prospect of Pokemon Champions only because it'll like give me a reason to like play VGC again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's just VGC, and not like 6v6 singles. I granted, my true love still and forever will be 6v6 singles, but 6v6 singles on like Showdown just doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like, you can't reproduce it, so it's an imaginary thing.
It just doesn't hit the same. And if they could let me do 6v6 on cart online with like a 40-minute timer, I'll call that a win. Part of me is hoping that like with this alleviation of for Gen 10, this is a big theory, and I'm sure I'll talk more about this as we get closer in February. But
yeah, once we get actual info.
Yeah, but my big hope is that with Pokemon Champions coming out, it really alleviates the need for the official ladder to be on the servers in the cart for Generation 10. And I'm kind of hoping we get something closer to like what BDSP did in terms of battles, but maybe with less restriction. Where we can just like we can battle with the roster that's in Gen 10, and we can make those battles an hour long again, right? Because there's not going to be as many people bogging down the servers because people are going to be playing Champions for their VGC stuff.
So what I'm hoping for is with at least within Champions, besides the online capabilities of being able to do everything, is there some sort of like in-game like either mini story, I'm thinking like Battle Revolution-esque, where it's like, oh, there's something for you to do, or there's a rental team that you can have and play through a game normally, or a bunch of little things and challenges.
I don't want don't want to go too far into this. I'm going to pull it up though.
That could be a topic for another week. We're still in the intro.
Yeah. But Claude, you're asking too many real questions right now.
Sorry.
Dang it, Claude, you're giving us ideas.
Yeah.
I haven't been here in a while. I have to come back.
He's got to get them all out.
But my understanding is pretty much every Pokemon's a rental Pokemon, to some extent, because that's how the Pokemon are like added into the champions. Like initially, we're not going to have everything. I think there's a chance you get Charmander and Charizard, but not Charmeleon for a little bit. And you can import Pokemon from home, obviously, into this, but you also have like a series of rental Pokemon that are also on Pokemon Champions, where you can like recruit Pokemon into your roster or into your pool that you can use.
I guess the big thing is I want them to have like the small little tournaments like they had with Battle Revolution, where it's like, this is the Little Cup tournament, or this is Pokemon that are only middle stages that you can use. And
that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
I can dream, Harold.
I'm letting you dream. I'm letting you dream. I'm just being somewhat realistic based on like this. I don't want.
They can do it again.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm just telling you they're not going to, based on literally everything they've said. Like this is like everybody's trying to extrapolate what they want this to be without reading what it actually is. This is BDSP all over again, where people are hoping that we get stuff and we end up with a faithful remake like they said the entire time it was. And here they quite clearly say, I'm going to read you a phrase off of the Pokemon Champions website.
Do it. Yep. Let's go. 3
battle modes and 2 formats. There are 3 different modes of Pokemon battles to try: ranked battles, casual battles, and private battles. You can challenge these modes in both single battle and double battle formats. That is all. That is all they'll have.
That says nothing about a story mode or any additional fun things you can do.
They don't have any of those based on anything they've said.
So this is just going to be a like $60 battle simulator for Pokemon.
It's not $60.
Yeah, baby.
It's not $60.
It's free, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's free. It's at least like, yeah.
Well, that
you can get the premium like things for
you're not paying for it.
20 or 30 bucks. You can get premium like in-game currency or something like that. We'll find out more. But
no, they actually confirmed you can't buy the currency. You have to play the game to get the currency.
Yeah, I remember that one.
What's the premium thing?
They confirmed that.
Something to that.
Let me pull it up.
Like outfits? I don't remember. I know there's something to do with outfits or something like that. There is a transaction that can
power up with victory points. Victory points can be gained from ranked battles and other places in Pokemon Champions. You'll need to recruit and train Pokemon. You'll need VP, which is the victory points. Victory points cannot be directly purchased, so keep battling and gaining VP to power up your team even more.
Okay.
I thought this.
So
was
you can't pay to win.
Not a free game.
You can't pay to win. I'm sure there's going to be like
somewhere.
I'm sure it's going to be like some like clothing or something, right? Like,
yeah, I'm sure it's that. Hopefully.
Like when you want to customize your trainer. If you want to customize your trainer,
pop out of your Pokeball when you release it, like Gen 4.
Yeah, all over again. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna cut us off there before we start a whole new topic than what we decided. But no, this is good. I like it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to kick it on over. We've got a little bit of news to get to, so let's kick it on over to that. Welcome to the news. We've got a few things to talk about. Not many, actually. This is just the calm before the storm, I guess.
Yeah, it really is.
So it has been, we finally get the time skip in the anime for the United States.
It's been 80
internationally
years.
You guys can now go watch the new episodes of Pokemon Horizon Season 3 Rising Hope, where Mega Evolutions are front and center.
It's so weird to me. Like, I know for a long time there's been a character with a Sableye in the anime, in like the Japan side anime. I've known that forever. And then seeing an official Pokemon in English Twitter post about, this is a new character coming to the anime and he's got a Sableye as a partner.
Yeah.
What could be strange about that? And I'm like, yeah, I know.
we know, guys.
Know.
Yes.
What do you mean this is news? What's
what's terrible, like, yeah, I don't understand how like Pokemon hasn't gotten to the point of like simulcast yet. I think it might just be like a problem of like, I don't know. It's the same problem I think the games have at this point where they're just like, we're just printing money with like 180 guys over here. So why don't we just keep the 180 guys and just keep doing the same thing?
But they could do it with less work. Like imagine not having to hire English voice actors and just
I know.
Give me a legal way in the West to watch this with subtitles.
I know.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I do find it kind of weird. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's been 30 years, guys. It's been 30 years. Why are we so far behind on the anime all the time?
It's been 1,000 years.
It's been 30 years. To be fair,
Maybe
it is also one of those
Netflix or whoever.
I don't think so. Well, that's probably why we don't allow simulcast for sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
I do also think it's one of those things where like Pokemon was like the beginning for a lot of franchises that we're just like, wow, they're doing them so well the way they're doing them. And when you have like such a big ship as Pokemon, it's very hard to make a very small and quick turn. Right.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand why it's happening. I just wish it wasn't, you know?
Yep.
I wish they were faster to adapt. That is all. That is all Thatch wants is he wishes they were faster to adapt. That is all. Thatch is spoken. We're done. Thank you.
Hey, they at least got the games out now at the same time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that we've been doing that for 13 years.
But you know, that didn't used to be a thing. I remember.
No, it was. I remember when they did it. It was such a big deal too. I remember when they announced it.
Like I still accidentally call Ferrothorn Natare and Excadrill Doryuzu in my head every now and again. Like it's such an old thing that is that it dies so hard that happened.
Yep.
Or Arugamosu for Volcarona.
Yep. I definitely also remember. I remember just like because we'd get all of the information before we even got the names too, like months, right? I remember like calling Snivy Smugleaf and Oshawott Water, and I don't think anybody cared about Tepig even back then. So, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna move us forward. We also got a sneak peek at the merch at the Pokemon Center at the European International Championships. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So the playmat's really cool. It's got all the Kanto starter megas on it, all 4 of them because we let Charizard have 2 because that's the only way he could be good. Cool deck box, cool art. It's very cool.
It's got that rainbow, like, what is it? Rainbow thing. There's a word for how the colors merge together that's not coming to me right now. Gradient. Thank you. And it's really cool to me anyway, because I think all the other internationals have had like one of the Kanto starters as kind of the theme for that one.
That's what's been happening so far.
And now this one has all 4, which is so cool.
It's very cool. I really appreciate that. I'm really into it. So more, please, Pokemon. I don't know. Yes. I do also like, this is something that they've started doing recently. They've started doing the little token boxes.
I love those.
To the international audience. Like they have been a thing in Japan for years.
And these ones are green.
And they've always had like really, really cool token boxes. And I mean, I've picked some up when I was in Japan. They're so cheap in Japan. They're like $2. And they're really nice to have because I like being able to throw my dice in there and stuff like that when I play.
Exactly.
But they're just really neat, and I'm glad they're finally making their way to the West. Like you can buy them on PokemonCenter.com.
You can buy them on Pokemon Center and like at regionals. There's always
exactly.
Typically, one of the vendors is one of the people who like grabs things from Japan and imports them and things.
Yeah,
so you can get them from some places.
Actually, there's a store in my locale in Ohio, called Original 151. And
it's a cool show. It's a cool store.
Actually, you haven't, not a sponsor, no, but you haven't been there recently, Seth, because they actually just
more of them all.
Actually, yes. They bought they bought the like 2 stores next to them, and they just moved everything over and just completely revamped it. They actually have like a little museum of like Pokemon stuff that you can go walk through.
That's cool.
And they actually started like hosting League there.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's nuts. So it's I next time you're around, we'll have to go.
Yeah.
We'll have to
please.
go check it out.
Puckle live stream?
My favorite thing in that
maybe.
store, it's really stupid. It was on one of the pillars. It was like a height marker. It's like, how tall are you? This is the Pokemon. That's your height.
I think that's unfortunately gone now. But
yeah, it was my favorite stupid thing. I loved it.
I think we should, maybe we should do something. I wasn't planning on taking a vacation this year because I'm building a new house.
Life, yeah.
So I was saving some vacation time and monies to like move, and like if you're watching the video, we're gonna get a completely new studio.
For the
it's
Pokemon
gonna be
community.
This is
Thatch
news. This is
building a
news.
house.
This is news for the Puckle community. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very fun. I'm very excited. But maybe we should get together and do like a Puckle thing with a couple of us. That could be fun. I'm into
Silly,
it.
goofy.
I think it would be fun to do for like a long weekend or something. I think it'd be a good time just to hang
then you
out.
can hear us yell at each other in person. Ooh.
We can do an in-person podcast like I did with Ryan.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of fun. But yeah. All right. Next piece of news. It's not me. I believe it's Seth.
It's me! So in video game news for Scarlet Violet specifically, raids have started to run weekly for the 7-star starters, or first partner Pokemon, if you want to use the official terminology. So if you miss them the first time, you can grab things like the Venusaurs, the Charizards, etc., etc. They're running from January 8th until January 15th. So when the show comes out, you've got a couple more days to grab those.
Yep.
Yep.
Pokemon.
Oh wait,
Go.
no, that's just Venusaurs. So
That's
they're going
just
to keep
Venusaur.
going after that.
They're going to keep going. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. So this is probably kind of how they're closing out this the Scarlet Violet stuff. Quote unquote.
I would believe that.
Whisper.
I don't know if they'll close it out until until at minimum we get home support for ZA.
Yeah.
But also I think they might not close it out until Gen 10. Like I think there's a good chance they won't close it out. And then what my prediction is, this is Thatch's prediction. We're gonna write this down and everybody's gonna remember it. Okay. My prediction is that we are going to get just permanent walking wake and Iron Leaves raids. That's my prediction.
That's not a terrible idea.
That's my prediction. It'll just be permanent in Scarlet and Violet. Like as soon as you touch the internet with those games, when you buy a new copy afterwards, it's going to be like, oh, there's just always walking wake Iron Leaves. All right, I digress. Pokemon Go.
Yep. Pokemon Go, the High Zaptitude event
Heck
runs
yeah.
from the 13th to the 18th. It adds Wattrel and Shiny Tadbulb into the game.
Cool.
Apparently, though, the Wattrel needs to be unlocked by the community via global challenges. So get into Pokemon Go, work on that, and you can say you've contributed to Wattrel being added to the game. That very important, notable Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. What else we got, Seth?
We got one final thing for Go, and that is that the Grookey Community Day is on Sunday. So if you don't have them, you can grab them on Sunday. Huzzah!
Cool. That's cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit as hard as the other starters, only because they put them all in the Dynamax raids. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys. All right. Well, take it away, Claude.
On to TCG, the only Pokemon stuff I've really done for the past couple of weeks. So, Perfect Order is the late March TCG set. It features Mega Zygarde, Mega Starmie, Mega Clefable, and Meowth EX, the new Lumineon.
I'm hyped for that card.
It's a small set, 88 cards before the secrets. A lot of the finance bros and scalpers are upset. There doesn't seem to be a chase card for them.
Yay!
So they're moving on to One Piece. Good, get out of our happy Pokemon TCG.
If I can go to Target and buy a pack, it would be really cool. That's all I'm saying.
I also think with the recent, didn't Pokemon say they were doing like a while ago a new like card company or factory?
They have eaten another card company, yes.
They did eat another card company, and then that card company also like purchased more like bandwidth. Yeah. So
I'm hoping that means we'll get more Pokemon, things will be cheaper, and everything will be a happy.
Several months from now, one of these sets will have just a enormous amount of cards out for it, and we'll get there. We'll get there. Nature is healing.
This happens This is like a cycle that happens in the Pokemon TCG. Same thing happened in 2020, where it got like wild. So it took about a year and a half to fix. And we're about at the year mark, So
yeah. I've noticed
give it at most a year. Give it till 2027. You'll be able to find Pokemon again.
Yep.
Yeah, I've noticed a market improvement with like my LGS that I do stuff at. They've actually gotten and kind of maintained product now. So I think
that's good.
The positive effects of them, every year they're printing more cards than they've ever printed. They're trying their darndest. And I think it's finally starting to work and kind of take. The fact that they're also selling Pokemon cards at places like Lowe's and things like that
it's
are
wild.
Completely uncommon places.
It's like the 90s all over again. It's like the 90s all over
Instead of flooding the single points of contact with cards and just making it so one scalper buys 100 boxes instead of 50, that wouldn't have solved the problem. But them having to go to both an LGS, a Target, a Walmart, and a Lowe's, and a Best Buy all in the same day because each one of them has 20 means there's just more out there available that can't be eaten as quickly. Yes. So it's a interesting, clever marketing strategy to fix the problem. They're trying.
Yeah.
And
like my local game store has started doing things where it's the prices of a lot of their stuff is going to be marked up because they have to, but they know who all their locals are and all the regulars and people that come into play. And it's like, oh, we'll charge you MSRP for this. Yeah. That's an interesting strategy for it too. I've heard some tongue-in-cheek ones where it's like, name a Pokemon. Name this Pokemon on this box. Yeah.
See, can you identify this?
My group does the same thing with like pre-releases where it's, a pre-release, we're going to open it up to whoever's at our locals first.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you come to one of our locals when the pre-releases start, you can sign up at the actual event instead of day of. And then you get to walk through the giant line and just make it into the store.
I've heard of some places unsealing pre-release boxes from the plastic.
Yep.
So it kills the resale value. So there are ways.
Where it's if you open it right now in store, they'll sell it for MSRP.
Yep. That too.
All right. So, let us know more, Claude.
With all of that, unfortunately, it's announced that rotation is going to happen on April 10th. So we're going to say goodbye to all the Regulation G cards. I said unfortunately because I'm losing one of my friends, but that's okay. We lose Gardevoir, Iono, Goldengo, Charizard, Mega Pidgeot.
A lot of stuff. A lot of items and supporters.
Really, really good cards that are going away, and things are going to be very different come April 11th.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is notably after Orlando, I believe. And yeah, so if you're playing Orlando and we're curious if rotation would be before or after, then it is after Orlando, so that is the last one. I think last time it was in Orlando, it was like the first one after rotation, I want to say, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they usually have one that happens like the day of rotation, but I think they've changed it for some reason.
Yep.
Outside of that, for Pokemon Pocket, the Deluxe Pack EX is going to return.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if this is the same deluxe pack or if it's a new one. I think it's the same one as the last one. So that will be from January 15th to the 29th, and then a new expansion B2 will release on the 29th as the deluxe pack fades away.
Exciting
for a while.
If
it's the same pack, I'm like, great. That lets me chase down all the other things I've been missing in the new stuff from Mega Evolution for another like 2 weeks, which is nice.
I have re-downloaded Pocket, unfortunately, so I've got to get back into it.
I hate that I like playing Pocket.
Yeah, that's...
Sorry, let me rephrase that. I like every day opening Pocket, opening up my packs.
Dang it, why am I having fun?
And that's it. I don't like actually doing the battles that much. I'll do it if I have to, but I like going, I have extras. Let me share with people. And then people don't share back. And I'm like, okay. I just gave you an EX that you're missing for one of your collections. You could at least throw me back something. That's nice.
Also, Puckle's Badge Bonanza is going on, and we're restarted for 2026. So if you get it, you get a legacy badge. If you participated last year, you get a cool legacy badge. But if you want to jump in this year, the way to get your silver badge is just to beat Kobu in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And if you want gold, just beat Leon in Pokemon Sword and Shield, not Cord and Shield, Sword and Shield. There's the words.
I don't want to play Sword and Shield again, but I might.
Nobody does. No, it's fine. Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So our final thing, Wo-Chien's News Corner, news brought to you at a snail's pace. 10 years ago this week, Pokemon announced some of their 20th anniversary plans, like the Year of Mythicals, the Pokemon Red Blue new 3DS bundle. The XYZ anime was also announced for the US, and the VGC 2016 meta became available to play on the latter. Also, we were told Volcanion hates humans. Yeah, because that was the year the movie came out, and movie that movie's meh. That movie's real meh. I don't know what to tell you guys. But yeah, that's exciting. Very excited. But with that, guys, that has been our news. So we're gonna kick it on over now to our topic. Welcome to our topic. Our topic today is if you could delete one thing from the Pokemon franchise or Pokemon game specifically, what would it be and why? That's kind of what we started with. I really like that topic. We kind of workshopped it a little bit. And we've got a couple segments here. And we have segments within this segment. It's segmentception.
Tales within tales, stories within stories.
It's segmentception that we have here today on the Puckle Podcast. The first half of this, I tasked both of you and myself with determining one thing that we would like to see removed from the Pokemon franchise. And we'll sit down to talk about it, why we would like it, why we want it gone. Everybody gets like their little soapbox for 3-ish minutes. And then we'll talk about it as a group, see how we feel, and then we move on to everybody. The second half, I've got a list of features and things in Pokemon games. And I'm going to have you, Seth and Clod, go through. I'm going to give them each. I'm going to have them say either keep or trash it, and they have to defend their answer in about 60 seconds.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire mode.
I'm so excited for that part.
Yeah. It's just more structured than we usually are here at the Puckle Podcast.
And Thatch has given us no information on what these are, so they will be on the spot.
Yeah, they're intentionally on the spot. So yeah. We're gonna go through and we're gonna start things off. I had one feature that I was trying to think about this problem, and I don't think there's anything that I dislike there being in Pokemon games, right? I think it's always good if they can bring stuff with them as they go along, because I personally, at least early on in Pokemon, I saw everything they added as some kind of improvement, right? And it's very clear now that the Pokemon company sees it as, no, that's the game with that thing in it. And they do the removing for us.
Yikes.
Yikes. And I was just like, so my frame of thought kind of turned to, okay, what's happening in the Pokemon franchise now that I would be okay with that they did that too, right? Like what do I think they should have done that to and not like kept it. And my answer is this is very nuanced, and I think they should have gotten rid of, and this might be controversial, I hope not. I think they should have gotten rid of the in-game effects from Friendship that started like in Gen 8-ish. I think it was in Gen 7 a little bit. It used to be a Pokemon Me thing where like if you played in Pokemon Me enough,
wasn't it Pokemon it was 6?
Yeah, but it used to be a Pokemon Me stat that was separate from Friendship.
Yeah.
And what would happen is like your Pokemon would have a chance of surviving if it was going to get O-code or something like that, or
it cleared the poison out of its love for you. Or
exactly.
Something.
Yeah, something like that. It essentially gives it like an in-game ability that it normally wouldn't have had because it loves you so much. And I think Pokemon Me, that makes sense. I think for the Pokemon Me feature, what a wonderful, cute little thing to do, right? I spent time playing the minigame. I got a reward. Nowadays, it's just tied to the friendship stat. And the friendship stat is some number that's hidden from all of us forever and always, where we can like get different levels of friendship with our Pokemon. Then your Pokemon evolves sometimes if it's like a Crobat or something. But it's just tied to friendship now. So based on that number, which you just get from like playing the game, by the way, like it's not like a special thing that happens. You're like, we're just playing the game, and they've decided that we can just have like if you just play the game with the same party, you can get a 20% chance of not fainting when a move would knock your Pokemon out. That's a 1 out of 5 roll. That's huge. On top of that, you get boosted experience, which is something we don't need in Pokemon. Anymore.
Probably not.
It's about a 20% boost. It's not exactly that based on the numbers. And then on top of that, there's like a 20% chance of recovery from a status condition on its own. So it's literally, it gets Shed Skin as an ability because it's your friend. And then a 10% accuracy subtracted from your opponent moves. So like there's a chance they miss. And so a way that this kind of like affected my experience playing Pokemon games in a negative way, I'll say. I'll tell this story. I was doing when Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out, because it was a faithful remake. A lot of people thought it was boring to play. And what I wanted to do was I sat down and I had a group of people that I was playing with, and we were doing like a Nuzlocke challenge with each other. We got points for doing certain things, and we were racing to see whoever got done first. And I ended up winning the challenge, which was really nice, because I didn't get any wipes or anything. But what ended up happening was it felt really bad because when you're playing in a Nuzlocke, you keep the same Pokemon all the time. So therefore the friendship level just increases like automatically. Yeah. And so I was going through the final battles, and the BDSP Cynthia battle is very, very rough. We were allowing items, thankfully. So like I was like kind of making it through okay, but I got down to just a Staraptor, right? I just have a Staraptor, and Cynthia still got 4 Pokemon left. I'm like, I'm going to wipe. Yikes. I'm going to wipe. I'm going to lose this Nuzlocke challenge. I don't want to lose this Nuzlocke challenge. And so, because what I was doing was I was essentially like, I was like +6 evasion because I brought double team. And I was just like, we're just going to do max evasion. We're going to do, we're going to like feed it. We're going to make it Swords Dance, max attack, and we're just going to go to town. We're going to pray. And I got crit by something, and so I should have lost. Like the calcs say I should have lost. But because of the friendship mechanic, my Staraptor held on with 1 HP. And I finished out the Nuzlocke, and I won it because of that. And it felt a little dirty. Okay. Just a little dirty. And I was like, man, if I could have like turned that off, or it wasn't as impactful. Like as a kid, I really enjoyed that. Right. I really enjoyed that happened. It is still a really cool story. But I think it was, it took away a little bit of that challenge, which maybe is not something I should be asking for in a Pokemon game, granted. But I didn't play a mini game. I didn't put work into something. It just happened. And that's what frustrates me, I think, out of everything.
Yeah, I hear you there.
That makes a lot of sense.
Like we're already the overpowered isekai anime protagonist in the game.
Exactly.
We don't need to be even more.
Yeah.
It kind of takes away some of the challenge of it in a sense.
Exactly.
If there's a way you could turn that off, that'd be cool, because the new people to the game, we've always got to include them and make sure we account for that new folks being added to it. Games are harder in a sense, so being able to toggle that on and off for a kind of control of how difficult you want the game to be might be a good thing.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Absolutely. I think it's fine. I just really wish that, I don't know. I wish it was just back to a mini game type thing, right? Like, I picnicked with my Pokemon enough times and they built up this extra stat, but they just tied it to the traditional friendship stat, which you boost by walking around with your Pokemon.
Or maybe it's like it unlocks a cosmetic, like they do an attack different, or the attack's laser beam is bigger or pink or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. I don't know. I just
affects the battle, something that affects just.
I don't know. It feels very nitpicky, but like just because I had a story that specifically tied onto it, I was just like, this makes me angry.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of, but I know that I get like, oh, okay, sure, annoyed-ish with in the game. So that was a really good one. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, top that, guys. Top that. I came out strong.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Yeah, if you guys could delete one thing, what would it be? Like if you could press the delete button, it's not in Pokemon, or maybe they left it in the past, like, right? And it's not coming to Gen 10. What is that thing? Right? Because I'd be perfectly okay if this didn't come to Gen 10, but I know it will.
I've got a thought that is it's kind of cheating a little bit, because technically speaking, I don't think it's in the current games anymore. But it was most present in Sword and Shield. I going through the games now, I'm discovering more and more that I'm very selective about the Pokemon that I like to use. Just whether it be color scheme or strategy or something like that. And that's part of the reason why sometimes the game might just feel unsatisfying for me, is because I didn't get to use Pokemon that I liked to use. I had to use Pokemon that I had to use. Part of my complaint with how I felt about ZA, but that's a topic for another day. What I think is best they continue to leave in the past is like wild grass encounters you have no control over. I have really enjoyed the Pokemon in the overworld, being able to go up to the Pokemon and engage in battle immediately. Like you see that one, oh, that's cool. Or like seeing Pokemon in the world, very immersive for me. So it's kind of a double plus, where it makes the world seem more real, less dead of a world because there's motion happening everywhere. And also it gives you control more over the Pokemon that you want to interact with. And I have loved that in Scarlet Violet a lot. In Sword and Shield, there was partial implementation of that, where there were still those grassy areas you had to walk through and find. And I just find the grind of triggering one wild encounter after another, just trying to find that 1 or 2% rate without seeing it.
Is that
going through the animation is very frustrating?
Is that, in your opinion, this is just a follow-up, more frustrating than like having to go in and out of a cave to get to like force the spawn that you want, right? Like, let's say it's a smaller chance. Yes,
it is more frustrating to me, because it's like I don't know, it's something to do with me having more control of the situation. Like I have no control when the animation triggers and the lights go and the animation goes and the screen goes black and opens up to the battle, and it's not what I wanted. So it's just, okay, cool. Now I have to either complete this battle, run away, blah, blah, blah. The battle starts. Me exiting and leaving a cave is just kind of like that scene from the B movie where he's slamming into the window. This time. It's much faster. It's much more quick. It gives me the control.
I see. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a psychological thing.
No, I think
Pokemon podcast.
I think most people would agree with you, if that makes sense. I think the only people that might disagree would be like shiny hunters. But I think, because I think with like the like with DexNav and stuff, you're kind of able to control that with
that's
that.
True. When those games had that feature, that is
exactly
very true.
Like, tell me about it. DexNav should be in every game, but like the inverse of this topic is DexNav is the answer. But I don't disagree with you. I kind of like it as just like it's a very like early Pokemon game vibe. Is just like, don't go in the tall grass. You're gonna be jumped by a creature that'll bite you. And
I don't want to have the mental feeling that I've had sometimes, like especially when I'm playing like an older game or something like that, where by playing the game, I am trying my hardest to play the least amount of the game. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
I'm actively avoiding wild encounters because I don't want to be bothered by that. I'm actively avoiding trainer battles because I don't want to be bothered by that. So what am I playing the game for? And
you would hate Final Fantasy 1.
I probably would, unless the story is compelling and it's something fun.
It's
but if I have to use a Pokemon that is warm colored because that's the only thing I could find, I'll pitch a fit.
That sounds like a Seth thing, actually.
That's a Seth thing. It's a Seth thing, I know it.
That's a Seth thing.
Like that's something that I've liked in recent games. So I don't know if this is technically cheating.
No, I'm okay with that. My comment on that, I like it, but I'm also like nostalgia glasses. Like I really like, I really like the older Pokemon games. Like Peak is
Seth with
is
a
DS, right?
Opinion. Surprise.
No, that's not controversial. I think you're kind of right. What I want, because granted, I do think it's better just to be able to like walk in and out the cave and like force the respawn, right? I genuinely like want I would want them to do something where they could make it feel like tall grass, right? Okay. But then they have the Pokemon there and I can see them, right? I kind of want that vibe just to like kind of relive that like early Pokemon experience. Like, oh man, I feel really bad because like I'm contradicting myself with this statement that I'm thinking, but because I think Pokemon, a lot of the things, some of my problems with Legends RC or Legends ZA was that it doesn't feel like an adventure. It doesn't feel like Pokemon, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I also praise like the newer games. I like being able to walk through. I think going through in Paldea, when you go through like essentially the Olive Garden, not the restaurant, but the Olive Grove,
Yes.
where you catch Smoliv and everything. I think that really has like tall grass vibes, right? I'm going through this area. This has some tall grass vibes. I think when I just like walk out and it's just plains and I catch some Pokemon out there, it doesn't feel as good,
That's
it
fair.
doesn't feel like tall grass vibes. And I think a lot of recent advances in Pokemon games are very, very good. I just sometimes want to be an old man and be like, man, bring me back to the simple story where like I feel like a kid, where like I'm going out into the world and then I bump into these creatures, right? And I think Kanto to some extent fills that gap. I think if they did like a kind of a redesign on Kanto, you could kind of
go back to Kanto.
No, not exactly, but kind of.
Sounds like it.
That question was entrapment. Let me throw in one thing though.
If they redesign it heavily, I think we should. They could do it. I think I would love to see.
Want Let's Go Johto. We all heard you last week. We know.
Yep.
Not Let's Go. Not Let's Go. Give me no Let's Go games ever again.
You want Legends Johto. That's right.
I would love Legends Johto if that game happened. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You should. Yeah. I think that's the best answer. Let
me throw one thing out there that that kind of bridges the gap well for me for ZA. They had, when you hover over a wild area or when you hover over one of the portals, they have those silhouettes that sometimes aren't filled in for things you haven't necessarily seen or caught.
Okay.
I felt like I was doing a little bit of a trivia challenge with some of those silhouettes because they were in new dynamic poses that I'm not used to. And I was staring at some of these silhouettes being like, what is that?
Okay. Yeah.
What on earth is that thing? And so it was kind of like, it's a Pokemon I haven't seen mentally in my head as a character. Maybe
I did like that.
It was a new way where it's like, I should know this. And this is now a
If they threw me in a place with grass instead of a cityscape, I would have been 100% there for it.
Okay.
Like I would have agreed with that.
Like you're seeing the vague shadow of a Pokemon, and you're like, I don't quite know what that is.
I like that a lot. Actually, that's a good middle ground. We should do that more.
I liked it. I enjoyed that as ZA. It was something unique that I have not felt before as a Pokemon fan in a long time. There are 1,025 of these things. I know them all in my head, but I was still challenged by that and be like, I don't know that one. What is happening? Is it just because I'm in my 30s?
All right. I'm going to ask you guys. We're going to move on to you, Claude.
Claude the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're moving on to Claude. No, we're on to you, Claude. This is you. This is your time.
It's your turn. I've stalled.
Yeah, great. Thank you. So there's a couple of things there's a couple of things I like and dislike that I was going back and forth on, like what should not return. The thing I think that bothers me probably the most, it is trying to think of the right way to phrase this properly.
Claude's about to incite the whole Pokemon community.
Oh, he's gonna light the world on fire.
Okay. So there's two things that I really don't like that I wish they would just get rid of.
Yeah. Okay. What should they get rid of?
All trade evolutions should be gone.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. Good.
Like this is my safe one of I think the trade evolutions are bad, and I understand the purpose of it of like, oh, you're forced to have to find friends and whatnot and community and whatnot, but I really don't like it. Because it forces you to have to do something outside of the main game. I don't like how the game itself, you can't complete it on your own. I understand the different versions and version exclusives, and that's fine.
Okay. That was gonna be my caveat. I will get rid of trade evolutions, but not version exclusives.
Yes.
Or I'll get rid of version exclusives, but not trade evolution. Like you can't,
No.
like you need to have one because
I want the version exclusives because that makes each game feel different. And
it's not even that. It's just you do need to force to some extent interaction with another person because that is what Pokemon
I'm okay
is.
with that. I'm okay with forced interaction.
I do think trade evolution's not as cool. I do agree with that though.
Because it's like, oh cool, I have an Alakazam. Or sorry, I have a Kadabra. I can't do anything with this.
Yeah.
Yes,
what am I supposed to do? Give my
Kadabra.
friend an Am I supposed to give my friend an Alakazam? Right? Like
that's what I was going to say, is that it breaks the in-game lore of this is my friend and we work together to become our best selves. I have to give him away to make him his best self.
Yeah,
and then get him back maybe.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
I don't like that that aspect of it. I think granted, I think version exclusive should be even furtherly pushed. Like I almost want imagine Scarlet and Violet, besides all the Gen 8 Pokemon, or half the Gen 8, or besides a select few of them, it's all right, cool. This game has 100 Pokemon that are only found in this game. This game has 100 Pokemon that are only found in this game.
100 feels a little excessive.
I said this for a reason. And until you get to the post game and a lot more of them flood in.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I think and I think for new games going forward, the version exclusives should just be the older Pokemon, not the new Pokemon.
I'm kind of okay with that as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it fills the decks or something, that makes sense to me.
I mean, there are other little things that I think are bad that they should get rid of. I don't like fishing.
Ooh, okay.
All the rods.
Okay, wow. That's a weird take.
Yeah.
Speak on that.
Yeah, I want to hear about this. This is more interesting to me than trade evolution.
Yeah, okay. I think fishing is a bad mechanic. Granted, I think all of you sit in front of a random object, whether it be headbutting, the honey trees, anything, and you have to just sit there and use an item and hope it works.
Can I give you a pause real quick, Claude?
This goes back to my topic.
They did get rid of it in Scarlet and Violet. Fishing's not in Scarlet and Violet.
That is true.
But I digress. I still agree. I still do agree.
Let him speak. Let him cook.
I think all of that, was a bad mechanic. Anything since they brought out, we can see the Pokemon. If you're gonna do that where you can see all the Pokemon you can catch.
Yeah, I agree.
There should be nothing that you can't see. And I think they did that with Scarlet Violet, but I still think it's a bad thing to be like, oh, cool. Here's this.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. I agree with you. You're right.
I mean, my next thing was going to be to get rid of the bike or the roller skates or only be able to run.
No. I need something faster.
They did kind of do that in Gen 9 as well, but I mean, it was replaced with Koraidon and Miraidon.
Give me a car. Give me a motorcycle. Give me something to make me faster than running.
You could go the obvious route of get rid of the EXP share. I think it's...
Well, yeah.
I don't care if you can turn it on and off. Just get rid of it.
Well, don't go too far. Don't go too far. We still have this next half of the topic, but
okay.
I don't need you to list everything on this list right now, Claude.
He's had to cull half the things off it already, Claude. What have we done?
Bring back inverse battles.
Oh,
Stop
God.
it.
I love the callback to flying battles or sky battles in ZA. That was really funny.
That was
the guy's
really funny.
Well, this was a really cool thing that was here for a little while, and
we got rid of him.
I stumbled into that battle with my Skarmory in my party.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there being like, okay, the battle starts with Skarmory on the ground. Cool, it does its entry animation. Then it has to just hover for the rest of the battle. And I was looking at this man with the beard on top of the building and being like, this is your fault, you stink. This is because of you that Skarmory's stuck in this passive animation the entire time.
True.
Your fault.
So true. So true. Yeah, tell me about it though, right? All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to this next part. So I want to ask you. This is rapid fire. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Our first. I've got something like after Claude ruined it.
Oops.
One, two. No, it's fine. We had a better conversation. 1, 2. Oh, wait, actually, that was mine. I ruined it too.
How dare you?
I wrote my own down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7.
Are we
We'll see.
alternating between Claude and me, or do we each get 60 seconds?
No,
to defend
you
our
each get 60 seconds, which is probably more than enough. Maybe I should cut it to 30. We'll see how this goes.
I'll take 30.
Our first one.
I'm gonna get a stopwatch. No.
Our first one, and I think this is kind of over, but I want to ask.
Tell us who we're starting with.
This is event-only mythical Pokemon. Mythical Pokemon that only come via event. They're locked to distributions. Do we keep them? Do we get rid of them? What do we do?
Claude, you go first.
Which side do you want? I can fight for both.
No, you can choose. You can no. You guys aren't debating each other.
Oh, got it.
No, no. You just take your take, and I'll take my take.
As long as there is a story behind it, like I'm thinking of ZA with the Diancie, that is fine. I'm okay with it being locked behind it if there is, some sort of story. If it's just, all right, we never did anything with this, but here's your mythical. Bad, get rid of it. I think there needs to be a reason for it. I want more story. I want my thing. I want people to be happy.
I agree.
That is my take. Go.
Got it.
I
what about you?
wholeheartedly agree with that take, with one caveat. The one caveat that I'll throw out is I would like it, and they've done a really good job with this, if they, as we have in the Puckle community said, demythicalize it in a later gen. If it's an event only and has a story for one, in the next generation, I don't even necessarily need a story. If you make it available after that point, and the story still like existed in the past, and I can, as a Pokemon fan, know that this is how it was introduced, good by me.
Absolutely. Like it has to have a story in its origin. Origin region. After
They've done a great job with the reverse, where like they've just kind of given it out as mystery gift, and now they're getting a story and demythicalizing. That works. Honestly, from a programming and gameplay perspective, that's probably easier. But yeah, that's my take. I think that was over 60 seconds.
It probably was. I wasn't counting.
That's okay.
All right. The next one I have is gimmick mechanics per generation. Like, should we have this every generation? Like Megas, Z moves, Dynamax, Terrestrialization. Does Gen 10 need one? Do we need to keep doing this?
I'll start.
Yeah, go Seth.
My take,
go this one.
Generational mechanics, no. I'm tired. I'm
Me
fine
too.
with the ones we have.
I'm
tired of having to learn something new every generation. Gigantamax, fold them into being fun Megas, please.
Yes.
Do something, because those are cool forms. I'd like that. That's what confused Jushiro on the trivia episode with poor Machamp. And that's not a Mega Machamp, that's Gigantamax.
He's just like, no, there's definitely a Mega Machamp. I'm like, no, you're thinking Gigantamax Machamp.
No, there's not, buddy. That is a good way to do it, and like folding them together. Like maybe combine Z moves with terrestrial stuff somehow. I don't know. But I think the ones we have are fine. I am very tired. I don't want more. They keep trying every time, and it's a flop. And that for me is 54 seconds. So
okay,
Claude, what do you think?
Great. I'm gonna take the opposite just for fun. I think we should have them every time, because I think it adds a different flavor of Pokemon to the game that's just based by itself. I think it changes things up and makes things different and adds more strategy, adds more thinking. Whereas if it's the same type of thing every single time, you're going to have the exact same strategies every single time, and nothing will change between generations.
Ooh. I've got 6 extra seconds in the bank. Can I throw something?
Sure. This isn't Congress, but sure.
I'm more okay with it if they stop tying it to the big legendary of the region.
Oh, yes,
I'm okay
please.
with that. Yeah.
If
I
it's
agree.
no longer pieces of Necrozma that I'm handing to things to make them powerful, or like, I don't know, Terrapagos' aura farming throughout the region.
Yeah.
If it's no longer tied to the regional's legendary or a legendary or something like that, and it's just something innate to the Pokemon world, far more okay with it.
Yeah.
Like Z moves?
No, Z moves are pieces of Necrozma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those crystals that you hand them are pieces of Necrozma's body.
Man.
And then Megas are like, they're not well, I think they kind of said they were like from the energy. Innate. They said they were from the energy of the source that fired the ultimate weapon.
which is infinity energy. It
which is
a
infinity energy,
thing
yeah.
within the Pokemon world. That is far
Yeah.
more tied to the Pokemon world as
I
a
agree.
whole.
I also think that like I shouldn't be answering this. But
Well, you get your own.
I have a hot take on this now. I
Oh.
think instead of having gimmicks, they should just find new ways to make the. Instead of there being Pokemon gimmicks, I think there should be more battle gimmicks.
Okay.
Inverse
Sky
battles.
battles.
So Yeah, like I like the idea of let's keep more sky battles. Let's do more.
No,
things where it
nobody wants
forces
that.
Well, it's gonna force
As long as they don't-
challenges. It's gonna force you to have to think more about your Pokemon and your team rather than just here is the strongest Pokemon with the gimmick. Go.
Yeah.
They kind of tried that for a second. They tried that for
Yeah.
like that's why we got triple battles and rotation battles.
I know, and I thought
those
they
are
were
fun.
great.
Those are fun.
Actually, rotation battles are a blast.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't anchor a 3D model to be the same hovering stupidity for 4 generations.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my
fine
gosh.
with me.
I would rather see in Gen 10 they do more battle gimmicks that you have to figure out how to do versus a generational gimmick of Giganta Mega Ultra forms.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna cut us off here because this is supposed to be rapid fire and we're failing at that.
It's fine.
We can keep good conversation.
They're rapid fire enough.
Yeah. One use legendary encounters, which is the next one, which is kind of like if you they've kind of gotten rid of this already, but like where you used to be able to, if you were in Pokemon Gen 1 or Gen 2, you went and you tried to battle a legendary Pokemon, you miss it, you KO it, it's gone. You save the game, that you're never catching a Zapdos ever again. Okay, you knocked it out. How do we feel about that? Should it be that way?
Bring it back.
Your turn, Claude.
I think they are legendary for a reason. There shouldn't be more than one. I like the idea of, it adds a risk factor to it versus, I get to try until I catch it in the Pokeball of my choice.
I'm liking it. I like it. Seth, do you have a feeling?
You bet I do. I'm going to start my timer. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take Claude's words and I'm going to use them against him. They are legendary. They should not be gone. They are not dead. This is a Pokemon world canonical fact. They do not die. They are still there. I think if you knock it out at the first opportunity, that's it until a later point in the game, or you have to go through a hard trial to see them again.
I'm okay with that. That's
in
acceptable
Claude's,
compromise.
in your situation, it just makes you soft reset, and that breaks kind of the immersion over and over again.
Sure.
You'll just save in front of it and keep going. You'll keep trying it, unless they implement some kind of autosave when the battle starts, which would be the worst thing ever. You'll just soft reset until you finally actually do what you want to. In the other version, you'll find it later. You may have to go through a little bit of a trial, and then I'm fine with it being completely catchable from that point. But later on, and that is 57.7 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
I'm okay with that. That's an acceptable compromise.
All right, next one. Forced XP share for the whole party on all the time.
I start with this one.
Yeah, you can, Seth.
Yeah.
Get rid of it, or at least make it toggleable. I don't want it on for a lot of reasons. One of them is that I still to this day am not quite sure if the Pokemon that receive experience from an experience share also receive EVs. I'm pretty sure they do.
They do.
Because they gain experience from the battle. So
they all do. Yeah.
That if it's not toggleable and I want to EV train something and I just accidentally stumble into the wrong Pokemon, now I've got to work to undo that. So if they keep EV training and all that nonsense that's slightly less customizable, have it be at the least toggleable, and that's 41 seconds.
Yeah. What about you, Claude?
Yeah, get rid of it. I just say get rid of it.
Get rid of it completely?
Yeah.
Yep. Don't want it.
All right. Okay, next one. Very easy. Shiny locks. Do we want to keep shiny locks where certain Pokemon cannot be shiny in certain scenarios?
Your turn, Claude.
I know. I'm trying to think. So my hot take going off of this is I think Pokemon should be shiny locked, and I think all legendary should basically be shiny locked, and they shouldn't ever have a shiny form.
I kind of agree with that, actually. I like that take.
I think they are legendary for a reason. There is no reason they would have a shiny form, and I don't think they should have a shiny form.
An
And I
animal
think that should
form
be
approach.
for like either all legendaries or maybe mythicals or whatever. Like
I agree with this.
unless there is a reason for it, given lore or some other nonsense, we shouldn't have it. And I think shinies, like, while yes, it's a cool mechanic and people really like it, I think it hurt the game overall. There's my hot take for the time.
All right. And then what about you, Seth?
I had a thought where I'm fine with it, but after hearing Claude's,
Claude's was very convincing. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't even consider not having one at all unless there's a good lore reason. Like, maybe like, I don't know, the Sylvali situation where they made a few and one of them happened to be made of parts of shiny Pokemon.
Yes.
That would make sense. Or like Zygarde, where
the Black
maybe
Rayquaza or the Colgate Zygarde, because it's shown in the anime as a specific reason for it.
Yeah.
Great.
Like maybe if the cell that initiates Zygarde's thing like is a shiny cell, then the rest of it is also shiny. They adapt to that color. Like there can be lore reasons for it, but if it's just Dialga also sometimes comes in this other color.
Correct.
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. So that's 44 seconds.
Yep.
All right. I've got two more. Well, actually one more. We're gonna say one more because I don't think I don't think this one is good. So this next one is items that are specifically only meant for trade evolutions. How do we feel about that? Why don't the Pokemon
I already
just
said
evolve?
trade evolution shouldn't be there.
No.
I think the items should exist and they should just be.
We're in a world where trade evolutions exist, Claude. So what do we think about the trade items? That is the question. The items that are specifically only meant to evolve Pokemon when they are traded.
Is it my turn to start? I think it's my turn to start.
Sure.
I like it in this world where traded evolutions exist and we can do nothing about it. I like the idea of the Pokemon held this item, was made into complete data, and somehow melded with this item on the other side when its data was reassembled. That's a fun thing to me. As long as it's like, I don't know, push that. The most applicable one is like Porygon, where, oh no, it's CD and its body, which is mostly digital, accidentally merged together in the trade. Oh, dang it. The Scyther got coating for metal all over it when the Pokeball tried to reassemble it, and now it's red and metallic. That's kind of cool to me. In a world where trade evolution must exist, that's a way to justify trade evolution. You have to corrupt this Pokemon on the handoff for it to make its new form. That is 53 seconds.
But that's not the question, unfortunately. The question is, how do you feel about the items that are only used for that?
Yeah.
In the case of Scyther and Scizor, Metal Coat has a use outside.
It does actually.
It boosts your steel type moves by 10%. I think all of them should have some sort of ability like that if they're going to exist.
Do they all? I should double check this before I ask the question, but
some of them, a lot of them do. Like King's
a lot of them
Rock
actually
does.
do. King's Rock is flinch,
I'm
right?
thinking of like Magmarizer.
To be fair,
Electricizer.
They're
only used. The keyword was only used.
That's fair.
For
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trade evolutions. And that.
Wait, does the Electrizer not do anything?
Nope.
I don't think it does. I think it would be cool if it like boosted moves for the Electabuzz that holds it. That'd be funny. So that when you trade it accidentally, oh no.
It does actually not do anything.
Like a light ball for Electabuzz, that would be cool.
I like
that.
That.
Like Protector, where it's like, all right, cool. Make your Rhydon not need an Eviolite, but instead
like
this item instead.
I like that a lot.
Or it's only the offensive powers versus the defensive.
That's cool.
This is the compromise I'm willing to give if we have to have in this world where we have to have trade evolutions.
And it gives a story.
Useful.
It gives a story of like, oh, it was holding this because it's good on it. And it was so good on it and so well coded to the thing. It became the thing and evolved with it. That's a cool. Dang, Claude, you're good at this. Get them to hire you. Holy moly.
Because they have, Eviolite, which is all the defenses, make these the offenses and call it a day.
It should work with Eevees.
Should work with Eevees, yes.
But this is what I get for being off of Pokemon, for, the podcast for like 3 months. And
you've got all these ideas stored up.
Yeah. All right.
That's a good one, though. I love that.
Yeah. So that was our rapid fire section. Of course, for everybody at home next week, we definitely want to know. What you guys think should be deleted from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Send those in to us at
Feel-
puclpodcast@gmail.com.
Be
Or feel
heat.
free to answer all the rapid fire questions like we did. And
You could,
mailbag it
yeah.
into us.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could absolutely do that.
That'd be fun.
I am going to
Can
try
you
to
put
do
those in the show notes.
what
Just all the questions.
I'm gonna do something a little bit different this week
Okay.
because
Ooh.
I want to try to do something a little bit different instead, and probably use a thread specific on the Discord at puclpodcast.com,
Ooh, okay.
where we
Okay.
put a bunch of discussion just for the episode
Exciting.
there. I know it'll probably be dead the first couple of weeks we do this, but this is something I want to try to do every week just
That'll
to
be
give
fun.
people a place, and we can chat about the episode topic a little bit further.
Yeah.
And maybe people can get some inspiration for emails. But
yeah.
I do want to see what you guys have to say about that, whether it be on the Discord or in the mailbag at puclpodcast@gmail.com. But yeah, we're gonna start doing that.
Feel free to at me.
we'll
if
put all
you
of this information in
disagree with
there.
Any of my takes, and I will respond.
Yes.
Or when the community is ultimately mad at my hot takes, as they seem to be almost every time I'm on, they can yell at me.
Let us know in the
Dragonite is
comments
bad.
and
I stand.
everywhere else. All right. Well, with that, guys, this has been our topic. We're going to go ahead, though, and kick things on over to Puckle's PokeQuiz, where we're going to quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge. We will catch you all on the flip-flop.
Oh, hi, and welcome to the PokeQuiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark from the Dunsparce gang, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Welcome to Puckle's PokeQuiz, and as always, we'll remind you that it is time to PokeQuiz. And Professor Oak would like to remind you to submit your questions at pucklediscord.com. Nowhere else. Carrier pigeons do not get to my house.
Not in time, anyway.
No, not in time for this. I'll tell you that much. All right. With that, though, guys, we're going to jump into our first question. Your first question, as always, is your general trivia question. And this week, it's coming from Rock Rough Rider on the Discord server.
Ooh.
What move was Drillbur able to obtain in a 2020 Pokemon Shield raid before quickly being patched out?
Oh.
Do you guys remember this? I totally remember this. I remember this.
It's in my brain. What is it?
I remember this happening. It's so silly.
Stupid.
No. I
Oh
don't remember this
no.
one.
It was stupid. I will. Drillbur does not normally learn it. That's a free hint.
No.
Oh no!
What
That
was
only
it?
leaves another 1,000 moves.
Was it like- Was it like Hydro Cannon or something stupid?
You're gonna lock
I
that
feel
in?
like it was. I feel like it was a water move of some sort. What generation? 5? What was
8. Pokemon
8.
Shield.
Pokemon Shield. Thank you.
It was in a raid
It
event.
was a raid.
They actually gave
was,
Drillbur this move. It was so funny.
I don't. I feel like it's something like Hydro Cannon or something like that. What do you think, Claude? Any opinions?
I don't remember this. So
No remember? Okay.
I have no recollection at all.
I'm
like,
tempted to use the hint because, but I
That's fine.
kind of want to shoot from the hip here.
I kind of like Hydro Cannon. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I think it was a water move of really high power for some reason. So I'll say Hydro Cannon, YOLO.
Hydro Cannon. I'm gonna give it to you, even though the answer is Hydro Pump.
Okay.
But it did get Hydro Pump. I think they did something where they kind of made it a legal move on Drillbur for half a second too.
Yeah, on Smogon or whatever. Not
yeah,
Smogon. Yeah. Where it's like,
yeah.
I can learn this and you can
It
have
can learn
water
Hydro
coverage
Pump
on your
now.
Excadrill.
Yeah, you can
So
Dynamax
silly.
your Excadrill and it can use
Yeah.
max water or whatever. Yeah.
I knew it was
Max
a high
Geyser.
power water move with Hydro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right.
funny.
Well, that's 1 for 1. Your next question is another general trivia question. This is from Jeremy B17 on the Discord server. What 2 Pokemon have the most official typed cards in the TCG? By that, how many of them? What Pokemon have been represented by the most number of types in the Pokemon TCG?
what?
Or have had
What
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
there?
Yes.
There are 2 Pokemon. They have
Okay.
they have had cards of multiple types. And they have had the most of any Pokemon in the TCG. Right?
Okay. Like they have been the most types of anything.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I have a thought.
I have a 3. Can you beat a 3?
My 2 that I believe it is Nido King and Nido Queen.
Grass, Dark, Psychic,
Ground, and any deltas they've had.
Oh, okay. So they were okay. I'm trying to wait. So
Because I'm pretty sure they also had deltas. Because their problem is that they're poison types from Gen 1, so they've had a lot of typing changes over the years.
I'm going through the list in my head. I don't remember there being but I think they both had deltas. You're right. I believe Nido King definitely did. I don't remember Nido Queen.
Yeah, I feel like one became dark and one became steel, but I could be wrong. Pardon me. Metal. Pardon me. So
I'm going to need an answer here, guys.
I think we go with the Nido King or Nido Queen, one of the two. Nidos.
Well, there are 2 Pokemon.
There are 2 Pokemon. There are 2 Pokemon here.
Let's go for it. Why not?
YOLO. Nido King and Nido Queen.
Nido King and Nido Queen are correct. They have been, since they were Gen 1 poison types, they were both grass, psychic, dark. They've also had a fighting type card as well. And additionally, they both had a delta. I believe they were both lightning type.
Lightning?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Or something like that. I have to double check. I have the notes, but they both they got a delta, so they both had 5. They both had 5.
Wow.
I only
which is an insane number
because I've recently gone through and sorted all the cards that I've had over the years into just like what type they are, and I saw a lot of Nido King and Nido Queen. So that was my thinking.
Yeah. All right. Your next question is your Pokedex entry, as always. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. Your first, these entries are both coming from Gigasaurus Games, and he found some really fun, wild ones. This is from the Pokemon Super Deluxe Essential Handbook.
The what?
The Pokemon Super Deluxe Essential Handbook, Seth. Do you not own this piece of literature?
I might. I probably do.
I might actually do.
Wait, is it the Super Deluxe or the Super Duper Extra Deluxe?
It's the Super Deluxe Essential Handbook. This is a real thing.
I have that. I think I have that in my closet right now. Can I pull it out?
No, we're gonna.
No, that's cheating. It's not an open book test.
The entry says, these Pokemon gather in large groups as they drift with the current through the warm seas. After floating for a time, they always return home, no matter how far they have traveled. Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, wow. Okay.
My mind goes to Mantike.
Interesting. Okay.
It's Sun and Moon. Let me. I just so you are.
The
So you
Pokemon
have
Super
that.
Deluxe Essential Handbook?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
I believe it's Sun and Moon.
I thought it was
I have
Gen
no
4.
idea.
I don't know.
Oh no, I believe Super Deluxe.
We're gonna find out.
You're
gonna
probably
find
right,
out.
honestly.
I could be
Or
very
like
wrong.
Gen 6 or 7, one of the two. They did a lot for Gen 6 because
Pokemon
Gen 5.
I have a
Deluxe.
vivid memory of a Poplio being on the front of that book.
Do you? Okay.
There is a Poplio on the cover of that book. You're correct.
Oh, wow.
Alright.
Okay.
This is a
Doesn't count
scholastic
as the hint.
book.
Listeners.
No, this is
Doesn't
mostly
count.
out of curiosity at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
He accidentally kept that out of a thought bubble.
but the problem is that means it could be any Pokemon up through Gen 7, I
Up
think.
through Gen 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
So
read
it's not like
the
it's
first part
just-
again, Thatch?
Yeah. These Pokemon gather in large groups as they drift with the current through the warm seas. After floating for a time, they always return home, no matter how far they have traveled.
Okay.
I don't know why my mind's
Drifting.
going to Remoraid too.
That one's usually like how much firepower it has. I'm thinking more of like a jellyfish situation, but I can't think of which one it would be. There's only a couple.
Oh, it could be.
I'm confusing it with the real life lore of the Man of War jellyfish is my problem.
It could easily be a Tentacool. or
Tentacool is possible. I don't think cruel because usually it's about how it has 80 fingers or whatever.
It could be Tentacool then, if you want to go with that route.
I feel like I'm probably more on that than I am the Mantike. So maybe? Yeah, I'm good with
Okay, we'll try
Tentacool.
it.
Tentacool? Is that what we're going with?
Okay. Yeah.
All
we'll see
right.
what the next one is.
Your next entry is going to come from Dawn's Pokedex in the anime.
What the? Okay.
Okay, so Gen 4. Sorry.
I love it.
This Pokemon lives in warm oceans. It inflates the flotation sac on its head, allowing it to float on the waves and look for food.
Okay.
Is it Floatzel or Buizel?
On its head?
Yeah, but isn't that Floatzel then?
Where's Buizel's? Buizel's.
I don't know.
I'm trying to picture the Pokemon in my head. I'm not doing a very good job of draw this Pokemon from memory.
Buizel has like the donut around its head. Like it's the head, and then there's the donut poking through.
Oh yeah, and Floatzel has the full vest. That's right.
Full vest, yes.
Okay, it lives in warm seas though. That's a freshwater Pokemon. I'm still more on the Tentacool line, honestly. But Buizel is very compelling.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Could it be like what else has like a flotation device? Oh, could it be like one of the Azumarill tails or a?
That's not on its head though.
Head, yes. Oh, I have no idea. I have like.
It's a lowland Cubchoo, but instead of snot, it's a bubble.
I don't know why I think it's.
What a
Buizel,
horrifying idea.
But maybe that's not right.
I'm more comfortable with Buizel than Tentacool, I think. Even if it says seas, I'm head and.
I needed the answer here, guys.
Pokemon?
It might be. Yeah, it might be.
I need
Let's
an
go with
answer.
it.
Let's go with Buizel.
Buizel, yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. Buizel.
Buizel is unfortunately incorrect. The answer is Fione.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never would have gotten that. All right.
Yeah. The
Okay.
Speaking of mechanics that probably should be deleted from Pokemon games.
The mechanic is Fione. That's
Fione, the existence.
Thank you.
All right. You guys are 2 for 3. Your next answer is your multiple answer question. I believe there are 5 answers to this question. What we're going to do is give you you're going to be able to get up to 3 points here.
Oh no.
If you give me 2 answers, I'll give you 1 point. If you give me 4 answers, I'm going to give you 4 points or 2 points. Oh my gosh. And if you give me 5 answers, I'll give you 3. You do have to lock them in. You do get a strike if you get it wrong, and 3 strikes and you're done.
Okay.
With that, we are going to go ahead and I also reserve the right to give you strikes. This is a new thing. I reserve to give you strikes if you take too long to give me an answer after I ask for one.
Okay. That's new. I like that.
With that, we're going to move on and get to the question. This is from Speed Demon Jet, who usually sees us in the base stat question, but has decided to make an appearance here in the multi-answer question.
I am fearful.
If you remember Speed Demon Jet from the manga and not from our Discord server, not only does he just like speed, but he loves the Pokeathlon.
Oh no!
What are the 5 performance stats used in the Pokeathlon?
Oh no! Okay.
Is it
okay?
Jump.
Wait, you have to lock these in, Claude. Let me get my double checklist here. But I believe
we're talking stats. So
I want the stats for Pokeathlon. Yes, there are 5 of them.
Okay. Jump.
Locking that in. That is correct.
Speed.
That is correct.
Power.
Okay.
Lock in.
That is also correct. That's 3.
Skill.
Okay.
Lock in.
That is 4. That's correct. And 5 is stamina. Yes, you are correct.
Oh my God. Thank you for being here.
I recently just played the Pokeathlon.
Wow, that is correct. For everybody at home who saw that speed run, we have speed, power, skill, stamina, and jump as the skills in the Pokeathlon. And you guys have them all. You guys are 5 for 4. Your last question's your base stat question, as always. And this week, we've got it from Santa Claus.
I love it.
What Pokemon with the Anger Point ability, this ability maxes the attack after taking a critical hit, has the highest base attack?
Ooh, okay.
Crocodile comes to mind.
Does Annihilate maintain Anger Point?
I will also tell you guys you have the hint you have not used. You got questions wrong.
That's true.
It is use
Might
it
as
or
well.
lose it at this point. This Pokemon.
I don't believe he does.
This Pokemon is a fighting type. That may or may not be the only type, but it is a fighting type.
All right, let me go through the fighting types in my head. Because it's only making him Primate, and I don't think it's them. The Tauros forms all have Anger Point, but I think they only reach 110 maybe?
Yeah, 110, 105, something like that.
Crocodile's not fighting type.
Yeah.
And I thought there was another one.
What else gets anger?
The crab
Describe.
I just fought.
Crabominable?
Crabominable. I think it's Crabominable.
Mega
We're locking-
Crabominable.
No, Mega doesn't have Anger Point. We don't know that.
Mega doesn't have anything.
We don't know, but regular doesn't Mega. All right. Paldean, Tauros, or Crabominable? Which one is higher attack?
I think it's Crab by far.
I think it's Crab by far too.
I think Crab is like 125, 130 or
Are
something.
we locking
stupid.
it? Are we locking in Crab?
We're locking it.
Yeah.
Crabominable is correct. It is a base 132 attack.
132,
Crocodile has a 117 in second place. All three
Okay.
Paldean Tauros have 110. And then Primate comes in fourth with 105.
Regular Primate. Okay.
Regular
Yeah.
good old Primate.
Good old fashioned.
Good
Right.
old fashioned
Now that we've
Primate.
gone back to like stats that I can remember, we're good. I was useless for the first couple of rounds of trivia. And, all right, now we're back.
Well, you guys got 6 points,
Oh.
which turns out to be pretty good nowadays. Because
Yeah.
I've stopped giving hints to people.
You've upped it. You've upped the difficulty. It's incredible.
By upping the difficulty, you mean I don't give you guys free hints? Thank you.
What?
Yes. How dare you?
Thank you. How dare I? Oh, Claude, you're not on the list yet.
Nope, this is my first time of the year.
We're gonna add you into this. Add you into the chart. You can, if you would like to track the trivia score, by the way, you can go to our Discord. It is pinned in general chat.
If
you
you
can actually
think
track
Claude
it.
should have a redemption against the champions of last year and fight for his what should be his rightful place.
If you
number
think
one.
Seth was robbed by not remembering things,
Yeah. All right, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull up the trivia scores here on screen for those of you who are watching the video version. All 10 of you.
I like it. I like the video version.
The video version
Fine,
is
so do I.
fun. Yeah, video version is fun. I appreciate the video. Oh, it did not show up. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. We've got in first place, Seth Vilo. This is, of course, we're going to wait until whoever gets the top 4 are in, whoever the top 4 are in, what's it called? November, at the end of November, get to go to the Trivia Champions around the holidays. But Seth, you're in first place with 10 points. Yeah. Followed up by Jushiro with 9. In third, we've got a tie between Linian and Shark Finnegan at 8. In fifth, we've got a tie between Sublime Manic and Whimsicott with 7. In seventh, we've got Clod9 with 6. And in
God.
eighth,
we're gonna catch up. We'll catch up.
in eighth,
We're
we've
getting
got our Sigma with 5.
Let's sign up for the
So-
next 4 weeks in a row.
There you go. Delete
but with-
people off the off the thing.
All right,
yeah,
deleting
yeah.
Seth right now.
Who's that
Oh,
guy?
Who's that guy anyway? Who knows? Who knows?
Who's that?
oh,
PokeQuiz.
all right. Well, with that, guys, that has been our PokeQuiz. We're going to have more next week, so tune in for that. But until then, we're going to kick it on over to our Poke Opinion.
Also, it's been a very long show already, so
Welcome to our Poke Opinion. Our Poke Opinion this week comes from Tamal. Tamal asks us, which Pokemon would be a Thumb War champion?
would be a what?
A Thumb War champion. Who would be a Thumb War champion? Okay.
There are many ways you can
Wait,
go
is
about
there-
this.
First question, is there a list of Pokemon with thumbs?
Is there a list of Pokemon with thumbs?
It doesn't. All right. So, are you
Questions-
counting one of Hariyama's 3 fingers as a thumb?
New
If so,
sentences.
I don't know.
yes.
Is it opposable? Is it opposable? That's the question.
Is
Is
it
it
Can you
opposable?
bend it?
As
Is
long
it
as there's an
opposable?
opponent, it's opposable.
Is it an opposable? Is it opposable to his other glove fingers or no? Like
Probably.
like
It's a ribbon. Of course it is. What are you talking about? Oh my! What a question! What a question!
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
This is great.
Okay.
So
Claude, who's your champion? Who are you sending into this fight?
now this is the problem with this. Now is I have a lot of options.
Favorite opposable thumb Pokemon. Somebody did a poll.
Thumb.
Somebody did a poll on GameFAQs forums about this back in the year of our Lord 2015, which is surprisingly not that long ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only a handful of Pokemon we have to add.
So the immediate thought goes to Conkeldurr. Something like
Conkeldurr
Iron
was in
Hands
this
would
poll,
probably
by the
be
way.
Really, really good at it too.
Conkeldurr does very clearly have a thumb.
Yes,
Very,
and his grip
very
and thing.
clear
I
opposable
bet his
thumb.
grip strength would be really strong.
His forearms
Conkeldurr
are very large, which is where the grip strength comes from. This is
And his
a fair
attack
point.
stat is very good.
Irrelevant. We're talking about
No.
thumbs.
I
Yeah.
like this picture. But yeah,
you
no,
gotta have a good attack to know if you're gonna win.
Conkeldurr is a Pokemon. It does have a
Has
high
100
attack stat, and he does
The
have
problem is,
thumbs.
like-
This
140,
is
right?
important to me.
Would you consider Hariyama a thumb? And so Iron Hand?
Yes. Yes, because it's
Then
pointing.
both of them would be.
One of them is pointing in a different direction than the other two
Oh,
fingers.
no,
which
that's
implies that it
100
is opposable.
That's a 100% a thumb.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
That,
even
that's
Just
right,
like the hand
100% a
structure.
thumb.
In fact, it's exactly the same hand structure as Conkeldurr.
So
Yeah.
the other question then is, what about something like Rillaboom? Is that even in consideration or no?
Rillaboom can be.
It
Does he
doesn't
have a thumb?
He's got thumbs.
That's
The
literally
monkey.
the only criteria. That's the only criteria. Clyde.
At that point, then are you counting Tink? It has thumbs,
Yes.
Yes.
but like, do they really stand a chance against Conkeldurr? Is my
Oh, I think that is a question. That's the question,
That is the
right?
question. This is
Because-
the game.
like the real challenge then is Iron Hands versus Conkeldurr. They both have 140 base attack. Unless
Okay.
you have another high attack stat Pokemon, you know.
Do you think you
This
need high
is-
attack? Is that thumb strength? Like,
This is the Pokemon
Yes.
world. Like, this is the Pokemon world. We have to make sure we keep that into account. We can send out fish on land and they float in place. So the definition of anything is loose at best. So
Oh,
if we
does
want to
Mega
go
Mewtwo
into this,
X? Mega
I-
Mewtwo X.
if you had to go
Ooh.
literally hand to hand with another Pokemon and
Okay.
engage in a thumb battle with that Pokemon,
The bigger
Right.
thumb would probably win.
I think that Kingler comes out on top.
no,
It
he doesn't have a thumb. He doesn't have a
It's a
thumb.
claw.
That's a claw.
It's a hand.
It's a claw.
That's not a thumb. That's not a thumb.
I know, but if you had to hold
Also-
hands with it, it would chop your hand off.
It's not a
I
thumb.
guess the real question comes in then as what is more valuable in this scenario? Having
Yeah.
an actual like
hands?
having the biggest hands, like an Iron Hands, or
Big
having
hand-like appendage or an actual thumb? Is that your question?
I think
Well, no,
we
it's
need to
either
debate.
it's the size of the hands, or is it your attack power? Like a Mega Mewtwo X has a thumb, and he has the highest attack.
Okay, but
Would that not
okay. What?
equate, or is it
But
better to
attack
have
is
more
attack
hands?
is like he's punching a guy. Okay, the thumb might not be as dexterous. Like there's a dexterity stat that goes here, right? Like
Yeah.
there's a dexterity stat.
And there's also like you have to account for like if we're talking thumb war, let's talk more than attack. Thatch is on the right track where it's attack
I
stat
found
is
the
how
answer.
hard can it punch in general.
Yeah.
Like we have to look at
I-
forearm. We have to look at what the muscles would be in
Okay,
the Pokemon
well,
world.
what about like Hoopa Unbound? You got 6 thumbs there. It's gonna
six
be like-
thumbs? You
Well,
gotta face all
you're-
6 thumbs.
Thumb wars are only happening with one hand. Okay,
Yeah, they are. By the rules of
yeah.
thumb war.
Okay.
Thumb wars are only happening with one hand. So he's got one. He used one hand there, and it's
He
kind of an
uses the other
awkward shape.
5 to tickle you.
The question becomes, do you count like you have like almost 4 meter Regigigas that has a thumb
Oh,
Ooh,
versus
and
like
it
an Iron
dragged
Hand?
continents.
that's
You're,
that's a good
I mean,
question
Regigigas
actually.
drug
can it
continents. It can-
survive the first 5 seconds to get off its slow start?
Gigas
the-
has
the
the,
dra- no.
ability to hold ropes and drag continents. That is a
No,
heavy grip string.
no. That's like no. I don't know if he grabbed him. I think he just towed him. He could have made a harness.
He pulled
Okay,
them. That requires gripping.
he could be
That's
no.
gripping.
You can pull
It's
without
got ring
without
out.
grabbing
Oh.
it.
What's
Oh,
its
that's
what's its
true.
ability or move? Crush grip.
Crush grip. Oh man. Oh, I think we found the winner.
I think we
Well,
did.
all right,
Like
so
its
here-
signature
here's
move is
the other-
crush
he-
grip.
Here's the other one that's worth considering: Buzzwole.
Okay.
Does Buzzle have crush
Okay.
grip?
No, only one
It's
Pokemon.
the swole Pokemon.
That's true. He makes a good point.
That's true.
Like in the anime, he like flicks Pikachu and he goes flying.
He's got like 2 forearms. There are 3
Yeah.
segments to his arm. He's got twice as much grip strength as an average Pokemon with true skeletal structure.
Actually, Buzzwole. Okay, it's between Buzzwole and Regigigas.
I think
Between
so.
Buzzwole
I
and
think that's the
Regigigas.
battle of ages.
I'm still gonna throw Conkeldurr in there because he definitely has good grip strength with holding those cinder blocks the entire time.
He certainly does. He certainly does.
Yes.
I think he might be too small,
Mm.
and I think size comes into it.
Am I doing a thumb wrestle with Regigigas? Is my next question.
If Buzz, I think we've narrowed our champions. So now we have to consider between
Yeah.
Buzzwole and Gigas.
Yeah.
Who
Who
to
wins?
champ? Who
Who
the
wins?
biggest?
I think if Regigigas can survive the first onslaught, it'll win. After slow start gets done, he's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
slow start. I think Buzzwole wins. I think Buzzwole wins the thumb war.
I think it comes down to can he survive the first 5 seconds or 5 turns of slow start.
That's true.
I think Buzzwole can. I think Buzzwole can.
Probably. Like all factors aside, of like it is
I forgot about Buzzwole.
doing anything extra.
The
like
only
use it.
difference is Regigigas is 12 feet tall and Buzzwole is 7.
It's got
How-
little thumbs
Little thumbs compared to those big thumbs.
compared to those
One
big
big thumb.
continent grabbing thumbs.
Yeah. I think Gigas has it, to be honest.
Uh,
Much as I don't like it.
Okay, I think Gigas might, just with Crush Grip. Crush Grip kind of sold me. I'm not gonna lie.
Even a weak
but-
crush grip.
So
Squish
Yeah.
a bug.
But Zangoose has Crush Grip. And you're not.
No, it has
no,
Crush
it's not
Claw. It has Crush Claw.
Okay.
Crush Grip is
Grip
exclusive
is
to Gigas. I looked it
specifically-
up.
Is it really exclusive?
Yeah, so did I.
it's exclusive to Gigas.
Oh, then yeah. Crush Grip with the hand, the thumb.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the animation
Never
for it
win.
in Gen 4 is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I think we have
okay.
our winner.
Yeah, I think Regigigas is the thumb war champion of Pokemon.
Yeah, but I think
And if you disagree, please let us know.
Please let us know
Yeah.
why we're wrong. Let us know why we're wrong.
yeah,
Oh,
this is a good one. That was really funny.
That was great.
but yeah, we had like this other one that was just like really wild, and we were gonna do it as well. And then I mentioned this one, and we just like went off. And
Wait a
so,
minute,
like we
sorry.
got to do it. We got to do it. All right, so here we go then. That has been your Poke opinion. We're gonna kick it on over now to our mailbag. So we're gonna kick it on over. Welcome to our mailbag. The mailbag is a part of the show where you can email us at puclpodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you think of that week's topic. Last week we talked about our predictions for 2026. I am surprised nobody had them except for like one email that we got this week. But I would love to hear what you guys said. Of course, follow up on our topic today. What do you want deleted from Pokemon forever? And why is it Fiona? But
We missed it.
yeah, we missed it. But
there is a chance.
But yes, of course, if you want to go ahead and send in emails, you can do that. But if you do, and we like your email when we read it on the show, we might give you the Green Tauros badge because this segment is brought to you by the fictional energy drink Green Tauros, the energy drink that gives you hooves. Hoofs.
Loves.
And with that, we're going to get into our one and only email this week from our from a listener, a longtime listener, long time ago, not hearing from him. Probably actually not that long ago, but Pokemon and beer. And I'm just going to read this one. Hello, Puckle people. Happy New Year to you all. I think 2026 will be a great year for Pokemon because of champions. I don't want to make any concrete predictions for it because I don't want to get my hopes up. But looking back on 2025, my favorite moment is when my draft league had to ban Utility Umbrella. The seldom used item became a hot topic of discussion in my VGC draft league because we discovered that it is in fact bugged on Showdown.
Oh
game-
no.
The game featured a rain team versus another team, so to counter it, the opponent decided to put Utility Umbrella on a Pokemon. The rain team featured a Landorus Incarnate and a Thundurus Incarnate. Game 2 and Turn 1 features the lead of Politoed and Thundurus Incarnate versus Buzzwole and Cresselia. With Rain active, Wildstorm Bolt misses both of the opponent's Pokemon. We were all perplexed and ran several test matches and confirmed that Utility Umbrella was protecting the user and the ally from the 100% accuracy of the move. It was not protecting the ally by increasing damage of a water attack in Rain, though, just the accuracy. We were able to get a Showdown dev involved, and they submitted the ticket. This was months
Incredible.
ago, and it's still bugged, so it's still banned.
Incredible.
It's
Wow.
fun to explain to new players why.
How funny.
Yeah. I hope you all have a great start to your year. Pokemon and beer. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate
That's a good reason
it.
to be excited for
Yeah.
champions, not going to lie.
Yeah, right?
That's a pretty good one. I like that.
But yeah, green Taurus badge to you because you sent an email in.
You win.
You win by default.
That's the best
well,
way to win, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, absolutely. Actually, if nobody else tries, you're always in first place. Let me tell you.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! But with that, that is our mailbag segment, and probably our show.
Yeah.
If you'd like to email us next week, of course, like I said, puclpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to keep up with us throughout the week, though, best way to do it is over on our Discord at pucldiscord.com. You can, of course, follow us over on socials at Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, Twitter. You can watch us on Twitch this Wednesday. I'm going to be streaming at twitch.tv/thepuclpodcast. Also on YouTube at youtube.com/puclpodcast, where the video version of this podcast is playing if you're not listening to it. And then, of course, if you would like to, you can follow us over at Patreon to help support the show at patreon.com/puclpodcast. I have plans, and I will let you know when they come to fruition. But yes, with that said, though, guys, I have been Trainer Thatch.
I am Seth Vilo, safely out of a thunderstorm.
And I've been Clod9, back for a little bit.
And here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time.